Hey Celeste, this is week 2, day 1. We're gonna start with that elevated glute bridge, 360 breathing with a TA tuck. We're gonna do this for about a minute. So we're gonna elevate our feet, breathe expansively. We're tucking as we come up. You can pause. Expansive. Working through that before we flip on over and then do 10 alternating hip dips. We can also do those from our knees. On those hip dips, you're gonna try to keep your core sort of tucked and tight to just the amount you need that entire time and try to breathe through it. There's no releasing and retucking on that one. It is holding that stronger core. But remember, we only have to give just the amount of effort that we need. You're gonna do about 2 rounds of that before you move on to your warm-up, which will be 2 to 3 rounds of 5 wall sit marches. Inhale, exhale. So double count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do 10 per side plate drags. So you can wear socks. You can just pull your yoga mat with you, or you can grab a paper plate. You're going to exhale, push down and pull. And you're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. You should feel it in this sort of smaller muscle right there. And then we're going to do 10 alternating single leg glute bridge. Sort of a punchy glute bridge. So inhale, exhale, punch with your foot. I'm alternating which leg lifts up on those. After that warm up your strength superset, we're going to go up to 10 to 12 repetitions instead of 10, or we can increase our dumbbell weight, or we can create a tempo, really slow it down with the movement. Any of those will make our progressive overload. We're gonna do 10 to 12 per side reverse lunges. So we are in a nice square stance. We're going to step back with one foot and drop towards the floor as low as we can before we push back up through this foot to return. When we go back, make sure you go straight back under your hip and you don't try to tightrope at all. You can hold on to 2 dumbbells to increase the resistance here. So inhale, exhale, and then we're gonna switch sides. That's paired up with that 10 to 12 narrow stance, heels elevated goblet squat. You're gonna find something to elevate your heels. You're gonna hold your dumbbell goblet style. You're not gonna let yourself fold forward. You're gonna be nice and strong. Narrow stance with our feet. Inhale. Exhale out of that position. So unhinge and drop. Push the floor away with you to get out of that position. If you've not done any lists, our list circuit is just going to be 8 to 10 minutes of work, just cycling through it. There's no reason to be fast here. You're gonna start with 10 dumbbell quad raises. So you're gonna sit on your bench or your chair. You're gonna put a dumbbell between, a dumbbell between your feet. This one may be a little heavy. And you are going to lift it just like you would with quad raise and then bend back down. So lift up, use those quads, feel those quads, bend back down. We're going to exhale, straighten those legs, really use those quads. Inhale and return. You may have to give a slight lean back. It's not a super big movement, but you will definitely feel it in those quads. 8 per side hip airplanes comes next. We're probably gonna have to hold on to something for stability. In a hip airplane, we stand on one foot, we let the other foot go behind us, we open up right here, and then close it back and return. Inhale, exhale. Making sure to do both sides. Show you what it looks like sort of from behind. Inhale, open, and return. Making sure to have stability throughout that. So it's definitely okay to hold onto a wall. Back of a chair is a perfect option, something like that. 5 per side plank dips. Side plank dips comes next. Get a nice side plank. You can pause for a second. Dip down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you are feeling super strong, there's only 5 of those. You can increase the resistance with a dumbbell. Control that lower to the ground, don't just flop. After 5 per side there, we're gonna do 16 skaters. We haven't done those in a bit. With skaters, you are sort of jumping and letting your other foot slide behind you. Breathing with the pattern. And then moving on to 10 alternating side lunge to pallet press. On this one, we'll hold the dumbbell here. We'll get wide, side lunge, pallet press. We'll go to the other side, side lunge, pallet press. So I'm going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Well, I did that one wrong. Inhale, you're gonna exhale as you push through the floor and then push your dumbbell forward. So, holding that core, not letting it slouch. On the side lunge, you're gonna let your knee drive forward and your butt drop down. This leg just lets this stretch happen. All right, to end today, if you're feeling like it, or you can throw this in another day, 20 alternating snatches. Can be super light and needs to be nice and controlled and slow. We're sort of working on some rotational work. So it's on one instep. We're going to rotate it to outside of the other arm before we return it to that same side. So inhale, exhale, and then drop. Inhale, exhale, and then drop, right? Just working our way slowly through 20 of those. Have fun, Celeste.